Guys, thanks for being here today. I have some great movement planned for you over the next 30 minutes. All you're going to need is your chair and your yoga mat. And we'll go ahead and get started now. Let's go ahead and get started with 15 minutes of full body warm-ups. We're gonna get started from the standing position. Hands at your waist. We're gonna warm up the shins, the calves, and the ankles, going high on the toes. And then back on the heels. Core is pulled in tight to the spine. Give me 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Now let's bring those feet wide, arms come wide, hips stay forward. We're gonna rotate through the torso. Exhale as you rotate to the back. Aim at bringing one hand straight behind you, other hand straight forward while those hips stay forward. Give me 2 more each side. Last set. Now let's bring those arms out in front of the shoulders. Feet come hip width apart. Let's work on our squatting. We're gonna squat back and down and up and forward. We're back and down and up and forward. Now, if you feel comfortable, you can lift one foot off the ground as you work on your balance. Knees are over the heels. The shin and the calf should be perpendicular to the floor. We're sitting back and down into that imaginary chair and getting up and out of it using the quads and the glutes. Give me 1 more each side. All right, now let's work on our posture. Hands to the back, shoulders, elbows back. We're gonna warm up the glutes and the quads here. Bending at the knee, getting a little bounce in our step and driving that heel up to your bottom. Pull that core in tight. Give me 4, 3, 2, last 1 each side. Now we're gonna go into some lateral movement, open up our hips and work on a balance. Let's step to the side with one foot, kick with your other foot, try to cross your feet. Where they land, they should be flat. We're gonna bend forward at the waist, try to touch the floor, and then come up through the heels. We're just going side to side. Don't focus on that crossing of the feet as much. I'd rather just have you land wherever your feet are comfortable, making sure the heels and the toes are on the floor. 1 more each side. Last one over here. All right, untwist yourself. Now let's work on the balance. Open up the hips some more. Plant the left leg. Right leg is going to move around the body like a clock. We're starting to the front. Forward and down. Front corner. Take it wide to the side. Back corner. Straight back. Tighten the glute. And then repeat to the back and corner. Out to the side. Front corner. Finish out in front. Take it to the other side, forward and down. Now to the corner. Wide to the side, back corner, straight behind you, and repeat to the back. You're pushing that other heel into the floor as you work on your balance. Front corner now, and then straight ahead. Now let's go into that thinking exercise, the goblet squat and reach. We're gonna bring our feet wide, toes out at a wide angle. We're gonna do the arms, then add the lower body. We're reaching up tall, forward to the floor. Lean back as you come into a squat. Hold here, one arm up, the other. Stand tall through your heels. Again, forward beneath, come down into a squat. Glutes should be engaged, not as much of the quad. We're using the rear, not the front of the leg. If you're feeling it more in your quads, try pushing those hips behind you and then lower. Again, push those hips behind you and then lower. Tighten the core and the glutes. Give me 5 more. One arm, the other. Stand tall. Last 4. Three more. Inhale down And exhale up, last two. Fingertips come really high here, last one. And bring those hands down. Now let's elevate the heart rate with some modified jacks or jumping jacks for 30 seconds. Let's do it. Fingertips touching over the head. If you're doing modified jacks like me, you're bending one leg, chest comes towards that knee. You're kicking your other foot out wide. With full jacks, move those feet nice and wide. Return that hip width apart. Make sure those feet are moving. Give me 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Catch your breath, breathe from the tummy and roll the shoulders to the back. Big circles, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now join me at the wall. We're gonna go into a 30-second wall sit. You can also close up a door or go into a squat and hold in the middle of your room. Back is against the wall, feet are hip width apart. Let's march the feet out. Heels under the knees, lower the rear. Keep going till your hip bones are behind the knees. Hands should be rested at your side, head, neck, shoulders, and elbows pulled into the wall, belly button pulled to the spine, to the wall, heels to the floor. Feet should stay flat, but you can curl those toes up in your shoes to really challenge yourself and bring those knees wide. Give me 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, push through those feet, work your way up your wall. Now join me back at the center of your room. We're gonna warm up those shoulders. We're gonna be working the shoulders a lot later, so bring the feet wide, arms wide, circles to the front for 30 seconds. Small movements here. Make sure our hips aren't being pushed forward. Make sure your back isn't arching. Posture should be nice and neutral. Shoulders, hips, knees and heels are stacked. Now let's speed it up. Pull in that core, breathe in and breathe out. Give me 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands rest at your side momentarily and then come back wide to that T. Let's reverse to the back. Again, hips, knees, heels, and shoulders are all stacked. Let's speed it up one more time, as fast as you can. Small movements for 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those hands to your side. We're gonna go into big movements now. Some shoulder shrugs, drawing those shoulders up to the earlobes, hands down to the floor. Inhale up, exhale down. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's bring those arms wide. We're gonna go into a posture exercise, over unders, one hand over and then the other. Once you get comfortable here, draw those hands behind your body line, squeeze the shoulders in the back without moving the hips. We're gonna be focusing on posture a lot today and exercises that prevent the rounding of the shoulders, that are gonna open the chest and strengthen the back. Give me 2 more. Last set. Let's bring those hands down. Hands are gonna come forward. Now let's open and close, open and close. Another great posture exercise. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those hands down, push that away with some windmills. Both hands to the center, up and out wide. One arm, the other arm, and both. Exhale through those fingertips. Last set. All right, stand nice and tall, hands at the waist. Let's warm up the neck. Look to the side, center and switch. Again, side, center and switch. One more. Now, join me at the ceiling, and then chin to the chest. Ceiling, and 4. One more. Now, one gentle roll of the neck in one direction. And reverse it with me. All right, now join me back at the wall. We're gonna go into a second wall sit here. This time, if you don't have any shoulder limitations, we're gonna lift the arms over the head. Back is against the wall, feet hip width apart, marching the feet out. Heels under the knees, lower the rear till the hips are behind the knees. Now your hands are either down at your side again, or you're lifting the arms to a 90-degree bend over the head. Pull everything into the wall. That means the head, the neck, the shoulders, the entire back, the fingertips, the wrists, the elbows, and the shoulders. Now push down with your heels, curl those toes up in your shoes again, and bring those knees wide. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those hands, but try not to use them. Push through the feet and work your way up the wall. Now grab a quick drink of water, and then we're gonna head to the mat. We're gonna go down into a plank. You can be on your hands or your elbows under the shoulders, and then on your knees or your toes. I'm going to be on my palms and my toes. We're gonna lift in 3, 2, and 1. I'm extending my legs nice and wide as my base of support. My palms are under the shoulders. My chin is to the chest, pushing the hips down, chest forward, squeezing the shoulder blades in the back. If you're on your knees, knees should be bent, preferably with your feet elevated towards the ceiling, hips forward, rear tight. Give me 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's lower to the mat. Point the toes, plant the hands, extend the arms and stretch it up in high cobra here. Or if you have lower back pain, you can join me on the elbows. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now exhale. We're going to come back into child's pose. Your bottom comes all the way to your heels in the back. Stay low there while you bring your knees as wide as you can. And then slowly extend those arms. Drop the elbows, lower the head, chest lowered between the knees. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now exhale and join me on the hands and knees. We're going to go to a quadruped position, hands wide under the shoulders, knees wide under the hips. We're going to go into the bird dog, reaching opposite arm, opposite leg, returning to center and switching. Opposite arm, opposite leg. We're going to be doing another variation of these bird dogs later, so get familiar with this position. Exhale on the extension. Inhale on the return. Give me 4 more each side. And 3. 2. Last 1 each side. And relax. Now let's go on our back. We're going to go into glute bridges, focusing on our form. Feet hip width apart, fingertips towards the heels. Roll the shoulder blades underneath you. Now drive those heels to the floor as you push the hips away and up and away and down. The hips do an arcing movement here. They don't just lift. At the top, the shoulders, the hip bones, and the knees are aligned. Your knees aren't moving forward or laterally. Again, this is a glute exercise, not a quad exercise. Feel free to adjust your feet until you feel it in your bottom. Give me 5 more. 3 more. 2, and now we're going to hold that bridge at the top, hips high, glutes tight in the back. Flat torso, flat back. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower to the mat. Nice job. You guys can return to the standing position, and then we're going to start at our chair with some great posture and back strengthening exercises. If you've taken Any of my arms and abs classes, you've probably seen these demonstrated down on the floor or done personal training with me. We're gonna do them today in a seated position, in a chair. You can do this every day as a midday desk break. So we're gonna sit with our legs at 90 degrees. We're gonna have our hands to the side, palms facing to the back. We're gonna move our arms in various directions. We're starting straight to the back, down below, straight to the back. Shoulders and hips stay stacked in all of these positions. Give me 2 more. Last one, and relax. Now we're sliding our hands away into a low V, palms to the back. We're gonna push back. With each of these movements, we're opening the chest, strengthening the back, preventing that rounding of the shoulders. Give me 2 more. Last one. And relax. Now turn your wrists. Your palms are forward. We're bringing those hands out wide into a T. We're going to bring those hands behind you and to the side. Behind and forward. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Give me 2. And 1. Relax. Now we're going to go to that same position. We're going to make a fist. We're going to point our thumbs behind us. Poke those thumbs back. Bring it forward. Bring them back and forward. 3. And 2, and 1, relax. Now we're gonna bring our arms over the head like a superhero, soft bend in the elbows. They're coming behind the ears and in line, behind and in front. Give me 3, 2, and 1, relax. Now we're gonna go to that same position, making a fist with our thumbs to the back. Bring them behind the ears and in front, behind, in front. Give me 3, and 2, and 1, relax. Now we're gonna go to a 90-degree bend. Palms are forward, elbows are wide. Bring them back and forward, behind, in front. Give me 3, and 2, and 1, relax. Going to that same position, we're gonna finish it out here with a fist and your thumb pointing behind you. We're gonna bring them back and forward, behind, in front. Squeeze the shoulders. Give me 2, and 1. Relax. Nice job. Now we're done with the chair. Everything else we're doing today is with our body weight. We're going to start with a shoulder exercise. We're going to go into flight attendance. Feet wide, toes out. We're going to bring those arms up, palms together. We're going to alternate pushing down, turning the wrist, push up. Turn the wrist, push down, turn the wrist, push up. Alternating sides. Each exercise today is for about 60 seconds. Push down, turn the wrist, push up. Breathe in, breathe out. This is a great way to work on shoulder rotation, a great way to tone those shoulders and tone those underarms that we all want to work on. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. We're going to work the lower body next. Give me 20 seconds. Exhale, inhale. Give me 10, and 8, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands are at your side. We're going to go into squats, feet hip width apart, toes out slightly. We're going to go into an imaginary chair. We're going to sit, and we're going to stand. We're going to sit, and we're going to stand. You're pushing those hips towards the chair and down. And then get out of it, towards the chair and down. And then get up out of it. We're working the glutes. We're also working the quads a little bit. We can work on our balance here. Feet stay flat. Push the heels into the floor in both directions, but curl those toes up in your shoes again. Knees stay over the heels, and the shin and the calf stay perpendicular to the floor. We're inhaling down. Exhaling up. We're going to work the shoulders and our balance next. We're going to go into something called the runner's raise, something I like to use with a lot of my running clients. Give me 1 more. And relax. Now we're going to go into a split stance. Right leg's in front. It's bent. Left leg is straight in the back. Okay, your body weight's in that front foot. We're going to make a 90-degree bend with our arm, strong fist. We're just gonna do an arcing movement here out in front. 90-degree bend remains the whole time. Elbows in front of the shoulder on the way up, and then down at your torso at your side. You can also do this at home with a set of 3 to 5 pound bells. It's a great shoulder workout. We're working on our balance here, toes in front of the heels, your body weight's in that front foot. You can get a nice stretch in the posterior chain, in the back of that back leg by driving that heel into the floor. Don't let it lift. Give me 10 seconds and we're gonna continue on the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's switch legs. Front leg bent, back leg straight, back heel on the ground. Starting with that 90-degree bend, we're gonna go into that scooping motion again. 90-degree bend here, strong, purposeful fists. Since we're working on our balance, find a focal point, pull that belly button into the spine. Find that transverse abdominis muscle, your inner core. Push that back heel to the floor. Really embrace that stretch. Exhale up, inhale down, give me 15 seconds. Then we're gonna work on our lunge form. Give me 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna go into those lunges, which is a great balance exercise. So find a focal point, stay focused on it. We're gonna take a wide step forward with one foot. Heel to toe, 90-degree bend in that front leg as you lower down and lean back. Now push through your front foot and return to your center line. Then we're gonna switch. 90-degree bend in the front and return to your center line. So if you've done a lot of classes with me, you've probably heard 90% of your body weight in the front foot, 10% is in that supporting foot in the back. Most people do this improperly. Most people feel it a ton in the quads, which you're naturally going to feel, but you can take some pressure off of the quads, move it to the glutes by leaning back with your shoulders. Take time to adjust, feel the difference. Give me 10, and 8, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna work on our posture and our shoulders. We're gonna go into angel wings. So you're touching the shoulder blades here, elbows are forward. We're gonna open and close, open and close. Similar to those other movements we were doing earlier, just a slight change here. Keep those elbows high. While you're here, make sure you're not arching the back. Shoulders and hips and heels stay stacked. We don't want to be doing this. We don't want to be arching the back and pushing the hips forward. Otherwise, you're using your lower body. We want this all to be coming from the upper body. Give me 20 seconds. Give me 10, 8, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna go into reverse lunges. So same thing, find a focal point. Now we're gonna go to the back. We're taking one foot to the back and we're lowering and lifting. Leaning back again to engage those glutes. This time, body weight's in the back foot. Body weight's in the back foot. Lean back, not forward. Lean back, not forward. Take a wide enough stance so that front knee is over the front heel. We don't want to be doing this. You want to lean back and have that shin and calf perpendicular to the floor. Form should look very similar to the front lunge. Give me 10 seconds. Then we're going to head to the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now join me on the mat. I'm in that quadruped position on all fours again. Hands under the shoulders, knees wide under the hips. We're going to go into bird dog crunches. We're going to do on the right side and then do the left later. So we're going to extend the right arm, left leg, full extension to the front and the back. Now we're going to bring those limbs together under your torso. and then extend. Trying to stay up here the whole time as you work on the balance. Elbow and knee come together under the torso, and then embracing a full extension. Exhale in, inhale out. Give me 20 seconds. I'm going to go to the other side. Chin should be to the chest, palm under the shoulder, knee under that hip. Give me 10 and 8 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's go on all fours again in that quadruped position. And we're going to extend on the other side, draw it all back into center. Palm under the shoulder, knee wide under the hip. Don't focus on your speed or the number of reps you're doing here. Focus on finding that core, that balance, that center of gravity as you brace that extension and bring it back in. Excellent, you're over halfway there. Got a couple of shorter 30-second exercises after this, and then we'll stretch. Flex that foot and push straight back. Give me 10 and 8 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and finish it out. And relax. Now we're going to go into a 30-second plank in your preferred position, or you can join me in a bear hover plank. So I'm going to be on my hands and my toes while my knees are bent under my hips. So my palms are under the shoulders, knees under the hips, toes are curled. I'm going to lift in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm coming up on those toes. Knees are lifted right underneath the hips. My knees are about 4 inches off the ground. My shin and my calf are parallel to my mat. My back is straight. Chin should be to the chest in your preferred position. If you're on those elbows, distribute the weight evenly between the elbow, the forearm, and the palm. You guys give me 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down to the mat. We're going to go into Cobra briefly. We're going to point the toes, plant the hands or the elbows, and extend the arm and stretch out that lower back. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now join me on the hands and knees, and we're going to finish out on the back. We're going to go into something called the double leg ab press. You're not going to be moving at all, but you're going to feel this in the core. Ready? We're going to lift those legs to 90 degrees. Knees are over the hips, heels in front of the knees, feet are apart. Elbows are relaxed. We're going to push our thighs against the hands against the thighs, and then engage the core to the floor. So let's push hands against the thighs, and then oppositionally, thighs against the hands, core to the floor. And then if you feel comfortable, you can lift the chin to the chest, lift the shoulders up. You're breathing out into those knees. Don't let those legs drop. Keep applying pressure. Now push even harder against the legs. Push even harder against the hands. Drive that core even harder to the floor. Give me 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those feet. Nice job. Take your time returning to the standing position, guys, and we are going to finish it out with some nice stretching up there. We're going to get started with a nice full body stretch. We're going to bring the feet wide. Hands come together in front. We're going to tilt the hips forward, tighten the glutes in the back, reach up to the ceiling, nice and tall. This should feel really good. Shouldn't feel strained. Make it feel good. We're going to push through those heels and stretch out those obliques. Bend as far as you can to one side. And your core is going to draw you in back to center. Now over to the other side. Again, core returns you to center. Now gently turn the wrists. We're going to push away and up. Feet are going to come together so that you also push down into the ground. We're pushing in both directions. Let's look up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and release. Hands join behind the back. We're gonna bend in half. Nose towards the knees, hands lift from the rear. 3, 2, 1. Exhale and stand up. Let's stretch out that shoulder, one arm across the chest, other hand comes underneath and pulls in. Give yourself a nice little hug here. 3, 2, 1. And release. Let's go to the other side. Hand just above the elbow. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Let's finish out with everyone's favorite, the neck stretch. Swing your arm over your head if you can. Grab that ear. Drop the ear to the shoulder. Drop the other shoulder to the floor. Hold for 3, 2, 1. And release. Other arm over the head. Find the ear and pull away. Drop the shoulder for 3, 2, 1. And relax. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. I have another great workout planned for next week. I can't wait to see you then. Have a great day. Bye-bye.